I want to talk about giving yourself some leeway, being generous with yourself, not being so hard on yourself. There's probably a word that describes all this, but I don't know it off the top of my head. So I'm just gonna say I want to talk about us. When I was younger, I've said this, I will say this. When I was younger, I didn't have the best attitude. My outlook on life was kind of skewed. I thought everything was out to get me. The whole world was out to get me. Nothing was ever going to go my way. And I was a very, very, very harsh critic and jugular judge on myself. And just how harsh I wasn't necessarily the case, right? I was harsh on myself. That is the case. But realistically, the aspects of how harsh I was on myself really wasn't the actual case. Looking back on it, the world was not out to get me. I was not that inadequate of a person overall. I was stuck in a rut of a mindset. That happens. It happens to people. I could completely understand that. There are still some times where I get stuck in a rut, right? Sometimes I get anxious for, a period of time. I do get hit with bouts of depression for, however long. It happens. It's normal. It's normal. I don't know this, but there's no way there's a human being that goes their whole life without experiencing all of these different emotions, right? But what can be done is, realizing, giving yourself some leeway through this, giving yourself some grace, like my wife had said in one of our previous videos. Give yourself some grace. If you're doing your best, which I'm sure you are, if you're doing your best and things don't seem to be going your way, that's okay. That happens. I use examples. I use experiences as learning experiences. I don't live with any regret. Everything that I have done in my life led me to where I am now, to allow me to meet my wife and, make these videos and, work where I do, go to the schooling that I have and do, and, all this and all that. So I don't really regret anything that I did. I just used everything as a learning experience. Everything to me is a learning experience, whether, things go my way or not. I can learn from that. Let's say I want to do something like these videos. We'll do the videos as an example. You're here watching it, so I'm making these videos, and the first couple videos I didn't have a mount. I could have been like, oh, this video, it didn't look very good. I could have used it in a negative fashion and been like, this video looks like doo-doo, so I'm not going to post it. But, I was like, what? It's a learning experience. This is new to me. It's new to us, and I posted it anyways. And I'm getting feedback. I asked for feedback, and I got the feedback. I got a mount. Now, obviously, I'm in a loaner vehicle right now, so we will wobble. Forgot to mention that. But, I got some feedback, and I'm working to better my videos so that, the content is better for all of you, right? Because that's what I want. That's what I'm striving to do. There's just one little tiny example of how you can take an experience and push it forward. So let's go into gaming. Let's say you're competing at a tournament, and this has happened to me, not even gaming. Well, this happens to me with gaming too, but this happened to me, and let's go to story time. Woo! ADHD story time. Let's go. I played Pokemon, the trading card game, and I absolutely love it. Just started recently, and I highly recommend it. It is fun. It's a brain boosting activity. I mean, there's a lot of thinking. I see why people love it. I instantly went into competition. So I recently, in my most recent competition, I had to play 5 matches. One of the matches early on, I made this move during the game. I drew a card out of my deck, and for some reason I wasn't even thinking about it. I knew what card I wanted, but I went through the deck so fast I didn't see the card, so I chose a different card. Turns out that card was still in my deck. It was at the very bottom. Would have helped me out the whole match. had I drawn that card first. And I didn't. I did not. And right there, I could have been, I was a little irritated, right? But instantly, after the match, and I lost the match, looking through my deck, seeing that I was at the bottom of my deck, it was still in my deck, and it could have helped me out, instantly knew I missed it because I went too fast, right? I went through my deck too fast, and that's okay. It happens. I'm still learning how to play that particular game, and this happens in competing video games as well. But I made a mistake early on. After the game, realized I made that mistake. I did not get overly, upset about it. I quickly realized what I did, and I took a mental note to be able to improve on that in my further matches, because I had I think 3 more matches for that particular night. So I used the experience as a learning experience to be able to better not only my mental state, but my game, right? So giving yourself some leeway is very important. And yes, I have been slowing down, looking through my cards. No, are you like, here's the thing about playing Pokemon. I'm gonna throw that out there. I highly recommend it. It's so fun. Get the online game first. You don't even have to play in person. It's fantastic. When when you're competing, this happens in competitions all the time too. You're pressed for time, right? So that in itself is why I rush through looking at my cards, because you're pressed for time. But realistically, I didn't have to do that. Like, people are very, they're okay with you looking through your deck and your card. That could be used in every other aspect of life. Like, you don't have to rush because you think. See, I did that because I thought people were going to be upset that I was taking time looking through my deck, and just because I was judging harshly, right? I was like, I guess I wasn't judging harshly. I was overthinking it. That's what I wanted to say. I was overthinking it. A lot of times people overthink situations. Getting into content creation, overthought it for years before I realized I'm comfortable in front of the camera. I like being in front of the camera. I enjoy making videos and educating people. So, it's like, why not just do it? I was not being very lenient with myself and my skills, and it was holding me back. And now I'm very, very happy, very grateful that I pushed through that emotion. I gave myself some leeway. I started doing the videos and posting them, and now I'm learning from them, and I'm loving it. And I hope you guys are too, obviously. Like, that's I'm going to make the videos regardless, like, if anybody watches them, because I like doing it. And, viewers and subscribers are definitely a plus, but people learning from it. If I can impact one person's life, that's a W. That's a win for me. So, give yourself some leeway, some grace. Don't be such a harsh critic. Use your on yourself. Use your experiences as learning experiences. Try to turn the negative into positive, right? The mistakes are not mistakes mistakes are only mistakes if you do not learn from them. I've made plenty of mistakes in my life, but I've learned from them. So again, no regrets, because the mistakes that I made in my life led me to where I am today, and I have learned from them. Very powerful tool and motivator to move forward. All right. If you have any tips of your own, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear them. If you enjoyed what you saw or heard today, hit that like button. Greatly helps out the channel. Hit that subscribe button. I'll be here. I'm here for every day. And, hope to see everybody in the next video. Later, dreamers.